Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 325. Very excited to get into it because last chapter made me cry. It was so good. Even going back and reading it has me tearing up. It's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, also there was a funny comment on like last week's chapter where they're like, we've legitimately spent like the past 5 chapters just trying to get Izuku into UA. So yeah, I like what's going on because it seems like we just sort of finished this big Uraraka moment. I don't know where this chapter is going to be going. So this will be fun to see. I guess let's just start reading and see what we end up with. With 325, and I don't see the title, The Bonds of One for All. Also, I love the thumbnail. Manga Plus person, you know what you were doing with this thumbnail. We have big, I don't know if she's like a shark person, like a horse person, what she's supposed to be, but big, lovely lady, big girl, butt shot for the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and let's read. We got Midoriya, and then Ida puts his arm out. What gives, Ida? This isn't our moment. Isn't that right, Uraraka? And we have Kota and big, beautiful lady. Yes, please. Both comforting Midoriya. I'm sorry. I was too scared to run over here. Sorry. So sorry. But then that lady stood up and said that stuff. I had to try because I want to be like you. That's why I'm here. Get it? You don't gotta cry anymore. You'll be okay, and of course, I'm getting goosebumps already. Oh, Kota, you're a UA student then? Yes, miss, and she lifts him up. Several shelters turned me away. No heteromorphs allowed, they said. It was one rejection after the next until UA finally took me in. But well, this means I get to see you again. How lucky for me. Best girl. Like, if I'm if I'm Izuku, sorry Uraraka, I know you just gave that lovely speech and all, but I'm taken. Thank you for saving me, my crybaby hero. And she hugs him. Uraraka, sorry. There is horse shark girl here. Instead of freaking out and laying blame every which way, why don't we take a moment and hear these folks out, says the older guy to the guy who was complaining earlier. The boy's not asking to kick up his feet and stay here forever, right? But supplies and good help are hard to find out there these days. So if the boy needs a break before the world grinds him down to nothing, this place is his last best bet. That's the long and short of it, right, heroes? And then we have Nezu, indeed. Why not Shiketsu then, if they've got the same setup? Except they'd probably react the same way over there. To be frank, until our world went to hell, I never really realized it myself, how I was like a spectator and heroes were performers on a stage. Once upon a time, the oh, I just remembered something, but I'll get to it in a bit. I'll finish this page. Once upon the time, the unmatched All Might showed us all how to be a hero. He was the act to follow, and everybody cheered him on. But along the way, people forgot about the heart and soul that made the man. Okay, I just remembered Eel Boy from last chapter was the one that twice killed, I think, during the raid. I didn't know that. That's incredible. Okay, that aside. Also, I really hope to see All Might and Stain. That's something I really want to see. The stage is gone now. The theater's knocked down. With failure after failure, heroes can't be hoping for glory and riches at this point. So many of those folks we once called heroes have hung up their capes. Think about it. Those ones who are still left, still fighting, what do you think they're fighting for? If we reject the ones still standing up for what's right, what do we even got left? How will there be any chance in hell of going back to our old lives? Sure, we're all hurting here, but let's stop and use our heads. How long can we be spectators on the sidelines? And we have the guy who was complaining earlier getting focus. There are rumors of a guy with multiple quirks, dressed in rags. They say he's either an agent of the villains, or maybe a true hero. So tell us, So you get to rest here for now. Will we get to go back to to our old lives eventually? Everyone is in this together with me, so yes, we'll bring it all back. Man, that's a really good page. What a great page. And then the guy tears up. And we cut over to what Endeavor, Todoroki, and Hawks have been doing. Did you happen to hear Iravity's speech, says Ectoplasm. Come in and see for yourselves. All is well, at least for the time being. And the three of them enter in. In the end, all we did was cause more pain for Deku. God, I love Endeavor. I've loved Kirishima and said Kirishima was my favorite character for so long, but I'm sorry, Endeavor's gotta be the best. No real progress, just a roundabout way of getting to this point. No progress? I disagree, says Hawks. We're seeing it here. One for All is a network of power that links people's hearts. It tied All Might to Midoriya. Then Class A kept Midoriya in the game, and Iravity linked these people to Midoriya. If everyone, if all of us, are even a little bit capable of seeing each other as united as one, then I see a future where heroes have time to kill. And we have the guy who was complaining holding the umbrella over Midoriya. This is so good. One so bright, we can't help but grin. This is so good. Father, if we do this, together, and we have a shot of Dabi's eyes, yeah. And now we see Cementos looking on with Nezu. This was beyond my power, but your class achieved it. Aizawa, and we have Aizawa with an eye patch smiling in the infirmary. Be sure to tell my class president, job well done for me. Tearing up again. How's the leg faring? I won't be the next Miruko, I can tell you that. And Kurogiri? I try to speak to him every day, but no progress on that front. The breakthrough you and Maikad was the inspiration to ship some Nomu Kurogiri included to Central Hospital in secret and begin restorative research. So they're going to try to bring the Nomu back to human. The copy of his quirk was pulverized by Miruko, but if you hadn't reached through to Shirakumo's spirit that day, no place on this planet would be an impenetrable stronghold any longer. It may be faint and elusive as cloud, but there remains a wisp of hope for us. Still keeping up the strategy against Toga? Yes. We have inferred the limitations of her quirk, in terms of quantity of blood ingested and transformation duration. Accordingly, we're only admitting evacuees into UA after keeping them in isolation for long enough. Then, UA really is our stronghold, and it's time for payback. Yes, of course. And we see All Might walking up. And I feel like, so when Izuku left All Might was with Stain, or at least Stain was looking on. So I feel like we might get the chance that All Might had a conversation with Stain, and we're going to see like how all that goes. But either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching once again. Another really just excellent chapter. Like I said before, the character stuff and the emotion stuff is what Hero Academia has always been best at. It has always been its greatest strength. So yeah, this was another excellent chapter. Again, we have now spent like 6 chapters just trying to get Izuku into UA. But either way, thank you for watching. I said that a bunch. Like if you liked the video. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter and my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you one. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you again, and I'm going to be trying to post these 2 reactions I just recorded as quickly as possible, so yeah, see you all next time.